What up? All right, so we got another one from George Carlin.
Hmm. Okay. Okay. The great.
Yes,
Rest in peace.
yes.
Yes, definitely. He's on the Mount Rushmore of comedians.
Oh, definitely one of the greatest of all time.
Yeah, one
One
of
of
the
the greatest
founding
of all time.
fathers.
Yes, yes, yes.
Definitely paved the way for a lot of the guys that we listen to, watch today.
Yeah, you could tell like a lot of the comedians today are like, you know what I'm saying, were inspired by the George Carlins. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
Richard Pryor.
Richard Pryors. Yeah, yeah, definitely. So yeah, so this one is called Death and Dying.
Death and dying.
George Carlin, Death and Dying.
It sounds like the same thing. Death and dying. I mean,
I think you're dying and then you die, which is death. So I mean, I think dying is a process, and then death is,
death
is
is
the end result.
it hurts. Okay.
Yeah.
Dying. It sounds like a slow death. You know what I mean? Dying. So is that dying? Is that slow death? I guess.
I don't have to be a slow death. You can get shot and be dying and die,
Die.
take a minute to be dying.
It's a slow death.
You can be dying for a minute.
Well, let's see what George Carlin has to say.
Yeah, here we go. George Carlin, Death and Dying. Let's go.
You're all going to die. Didn't mean to remind you of it, but it is on your schedule. Usually comes along when you're not expecting. Generally, you have your stamp collection out, you know. Now? No. Just want a little time to put away your hinges, you know. No. There's a time to die, and it's okay, you know. It's really okay. Nobody wants to die. Nobody. Well, you know, most people don't want to die. Nobody wants to die. Being sick is no fun. Nobody wants to die. People don't mind being dead.
At the bell bottom.
Being dead is great. But getting dead. Nobody wants to get dead. I wonder how often we think that, you know? It's just under the surface, isn't it? You go out for the day, going out of your house. I hope I don't die. Doesn't really spoil the circus. If I were to die. Geez, I hope I don't die. Comedians don't want to die. It's only a metaphor, but it's so true of all of us. We don't want to die out there. A comic's going to die. I don't want to die. Geez, I was dying out there. I was dying. It was death out there. Of course, if the comedian doesn't die, you know, if he succeeds, if he makes you laugh, then he can say, I killed him. I killed him. So it's either me or you know. Just like on the freeway. And dying should be fun. There should be some sort of a look ahead. I mean, after all, when you die, you're going to find out where you go. Haven't we been wondering about that a long time? Where the hell do you go? Isn't that the biggest thing we have to wonder about? Where the hell do you go? I don't know. Joe thinks he knows. I know Joe thinks he knows, but Joe don't know. Where do you go? Nobody knows. Well, I think sometimes you go where you think you're going to go. Whatever you think you're going to do, that's where you're probably going to go. You ever hear those guys say, I'm going to hell, don't pray for me. Don't pray for me, I'm going to hell. He is. You go where you want to go. No, nobody wants to die. And you know, part of the reason we don't want to die is because of that goddamn funeral. We've seen it. We know how bad news it is. That funeral is no fun. Man, if I don't like other people's funerals, I know I'm not going to like my own. Gonna put me in a convertible with the top down? You know that's embarrassing, lying there. And everybody's looking at you. You're dead. And they're looking. You're just lying there still. People coming over going. And sometimes they'll come over, you know, some people, it depends on your religion and so forth, but they do come right over to the casket a lot of times and they'll go like this. And they're silent for a moment. And what they're doing while they're silent is they're subtracting their age from your age. And they get don't he look good? Don't he
that's
look
messed up.
good? You crazy? He's dead. I know, but he never looked that good. They say the greatest things there are that can be said. They'll even make stuff up if they have to. Well, he was a real asshole, but he meant well, you know? A well-meaning asshole. Yes, you get so popular when you die. All the flowers you get, think of the flowers you get when you die. You get more flowers when you die than you got in your whole life. All your flowers arrive at once, too late. Reincarnation is another aspect of death, and a lot of people will tell you little tales about it. Reincarnation, coming back. A lot of folks are sure of it. They can come back. I mean, mathematically, it doesn't seem to work. Because originally on this earth, we only had, well, let's say 6 people. I know we had 2, but it's a controversy. Well, let's say at one time there were only 6 of us, about 6 people, 6 souls. And those 6 people died, and those souls went back to the staging area, and new people were born, and those 6 souls came back. We still only have 6 souls. Now we have 4 billion people claiming to have souls. Where are all these extra souls coming from? Someone is printing up souls. And it lowers their value. How about the perfect murder? I've thought sometimes about the perfect murder. You know what you do? You pick up one person by the ankles and you beat another person to death with him. And they both die, and there's no murder weapon. What happened here, Sergeant? Looks like a pedestrian accident to me. They must have been moving at quite a clip. If you should be caught, you might wind up in death row. Death row. Wow. Death row, man. Oh, well, you got that one meal, but that's not much of a consolation, is it? You get to order a meal. Big deal. Why don't you leave me alone? I'm not hungry, man. They give you that one last meal. I say you can have some fun with that last meal. I mean, if you work it right, they got to give you whatever you want. But they got to give you pretty much what you want. That's part of the humanity of what they're going to do to you. Yeah, you could just order something, you know, like maybe, well, shit, you tell them you can't decide. That's it. I can't decide. I don't know. I don't know if I want steak or lobster, you know? I mean, I really love them both, and I honestly can't decide. You gotta give him a chance, and then he, well, man lives. Imagine if you worked it out and you kept it going 6 months, man, still alive, can't decide on meals. 8 years, and then finally you're an honest person, so you tell them when you do figure it out. You say, I've decided what I'd like. I think I'll have steak. Okay? How did you want that?
Yeah.
Hey, die big. Die big. Nobody wants to just pass away. You don't want to be a euphemism, do you? Nobody wants to pass away. You know, Arnie passed away. Oh, really? Yes. Well, I didn't know that. Well, that's the idea. On the other hand, Dave died. Oh, yes, I heard about Dave dying. Die big. Work in a few posthumous reflexes for your friends. Give them a show before you go. Entertain and uplift and instruct those you are leaving behind. When you die, give them a few posthumous reflexes. You know, the body does store electricity up. There's a certain storage of electricity, and even a dead body, a corpse, will occasionally go. Now, the only reason that I even suggest that you have a choice about about what you can do at the moment of death is a very little known and very little understood part of the death process called the 2-minute warning. Many people are not aware of it at all. The 2-minute warning, just as in football. 2 minutes before you die, you receive an audible warning. 2 minutes, get your shit together. The reason we don't know about it is because the only people who hear it die. And I say use that time to entertain, to leave something behind. Do something with the 2 minutes. Hey, if nothing else, give a speech. Little 2-minute speech. We can all give a little 2-minute speech. Just pick some subject you're very fond of and talk about it for 2 minutes. I mean, tell them. It's your last chance to tell them anything. So tell them. Got 2 minutes. And I mean, wax eloquent. Rise. Bring it to the rafters. And then at the moment at the end, you say, if this is not the truth, may God strike me dead.
Oh, that shit was great. Oh, that was great.
It was, man.
Dude was super animated, man. All those faces.
George Carlin.
He said they're not gonna put you in a convertible. They're gonna put you in a convertible when you die. And everybody can just come by. Oh man. Yeah, man.
2-minute warning. I wish you did get a 2-minute warning.
Yeah. Maybe it's like you know, like the flashbacks. You know, you go through a little flashback, everything starts flashing before your eyes.
Life flashes before your eyes.
And then you die. I'm pretty sure that happens. You know
Maybe. But he said 2 minutes. 2 minutes is a long time.
Yeah. It is, man.
What would you do with your last, like if you knew you was about to die and you had 2 minutes left?
Well, I'll put it this way. When I was in a coma one time, I do remember being in a coma, and all I remember is that everything was black. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't see nothing.
I remember that too.
There was nothing. You know what I'm saying? So that's the only thing that you know what I mean? Like, I didn't.
But I mean, you didn't like know that you were.
Fairy.
Okay, how about this? 2 minutes before you black. Do you remember 2 minutes before you went into the coma? Do you remember what you were thinking? Like, oh, I gotta talk to my mom. I gotta tell my mom that I'm the one that stole the money out of her purse or I gotta tell my dad that I love him and I'm sorry for all the times I made him.
No. It was so peaceful, man. Like, it was very peaceful. Like, I was like, I probably could have died. You know what I mean? Yeah, I could have died.
You could have died. I remember that shit.
But it was. But you know what I mean? It was just like, I was so at peace. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I didn't feel any pain. There was nothing. It was just nothingness. But I mean, I wasn't dreaming either. Like, it was just weird. I don't know. Like, I knew that I was gonna come back, I guess, because it wouldn't. I couldn't see anything in the afterlife and everything before. It was strange.
Well, now, do you think that where do you think you go when do you think that you get reincarnated, or do you think that there's like heaven?
Well, I would think that it's something like a heaven, like, cause you know, if you believe in like the body, and body is the soul, that we are just soul spirits inside of this form, then
that
I would say
reincarnation too. Your soul can be you can die,
exactly.
It doesn't have to be a human.
I've heard some weird stories like that. They say birthmarks sometimes are signs of your past life.
Ah, okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah.
I just
Think
hope
about that one.
I would like
else.
reincarnation, but I just hope that, you know what I'm saying, I wouldn't come back like as a cricket or ant or something. Or a slug.
I would like to be another human.
That would be,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, I would preferably like to be another human. Yeah. But yeah, who knows? Who knows what happens?
Yeah, who knows?
Hope something happens.
Yeah.
I hope something.
Yeah, I hope something.
I hope it's just not black.
Yeah,
that's what I hope it's just not. Everything stops.
You're just in some vacant place waiting for your soul to get grabbed and put back into another human being or something. Like, I don't know.
I just hope it's something.
I hope it's something too, bro.
Something dope.
Yeah. Like I said, I didn't see anything in the afterlife. It was just black. Maybe because I knew I was.
You weren't in the afterlife, nigga. You was in a coma.
I know.
Stuff
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I mean, but that's got to be as close as it comes to it. You know what I mean? Like,
maybe. I mean, but you were in an induced coma, like they put you in.
Yeah, but have you ever heard of the people that have been like on their deathbed or been in a coma that wasn't induced? That
and they say they
dreamed that they went to the afterlife and they crossed over and came back. It's so weird, like, you know. Yeah. So that's what they thought about back in the 50s, 60s. When did you do this? 1978. 78. Yeah, 78. Ain't not too much change. Still wondering about the same stuff.
Yeah, they ain't. Yeah.
You know.
Still trying to figure out what it all means. What is the meaning of life?